I was surprised at this, Warren, that it's right in front of us, but maybe we're not noticing. What's the issue with scoring and why is it down in the NFL?
It's made the games a little bit more difficult to watch. It definitely feels different than prior years. And that's, your eyes aren't deceiving you. In 2020, 2021, 2 years ago, we were seeing over 500 touchdowns scored throughout the league by this point in the season. We haven't even eclipsed 397 this year, not even 400. And this has been the lowest average total score between both teams combined since before we had passing rules changes in the 2010 season, where they started protecting quarterbacks more, started protecting receivers going over the middle, tried to start reducing concussions. From that point onward, we saw more passing. Passing leads to bigger gains. Bigger gains leads to quicker drives down the field. And we saw scoring increase, and it continued to do that. We saw records being set, Dan, all these quarterbacks breaking this record, breaking that record. And the league loved that kind of stuff. The league loved higher scoring and more points and more touchdowns. This year, all of that's massively reverted. And the most interesting thing in terms of like, how do we scale this? How do we explain this in a way that a lot of people could understand would be that odds makers in the betting markets try to set the combined total score between both teams. They try to set the total, is what it's called, on the game. And this year, that total that they have set, they have seen the regression in these offenses. They've seen the lack of scoring. They have set that average combined point total between both of the teams at only 44.1 points. That's the lowest projected total since 2011. So they're saying, we don't think you guys can even meet levels a couple of years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, back to 2011. That's all you guys are capable of doing. And despite the fact that total is set so low, we are seeing average total games go under at a 61.5% clip, which is the lowest we have seen, or the highest rate of unders we have seen since 1991. So they're like, we have low expectations. You guys can't score points. And we are continuing to see games go under at the highest rate. And so it's a problem. Defensive have made changes. Offenses have made adjustments, and they're not doing them quickly enough. And the league itself is calling penalties in a way that they haven't been before. And all three of those elements are contributing to these low totals.